right, come on. I'm from Harlem, from the United States, Harlem.
All rise for the President of the United States of America, William.
Adopted an amendment to the Constitution of the United States.
All of us agree that the Constitution of the United States must be defended.
500 million troops from the United States.
After all, the United States has the biggest weapons arsenal in the world.
Ask Keith Mass.
Agents in our offices across the country are identifying every store in the United States that sold this overcoat.
All precipitating the worst economic disaster in the history of the United States.
Hey, this is the United States of America.
Always, Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Andrew Markinson, United States Marine Corps.
And as President of the Irish Republic, I want recognition from the President of the United States.
And God bless the United States of America!
And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America.
Hey, my father, he was from the United States.
Horizon. And for another thing, pal, I mean, for Christ's sake, we're fucking with the President of the United States.
And not in the United States.
And my pilots were already flying from Central America to the United States.
Well, I'd remind your audience that Slayers was put together with the full cooperation and approval of the United States federal government.
And then one day, you wake up, the President of the United States is running the country without your permission.
They run the best casinos in the United States.
And England recognized the independence of the United States.
America's leader in all forms of armament used by the United States Army celebrates our nation's centennial.
And by them, I mean the Supreme Court Justices of the United States?
You mark my words. Will not only save Teldar paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA.
Both of the United States government and the state of New York to the best of my ability.
Bob Fleming, the International Council, USA Hockey.
The United States Army does not make mistakes.
Bobby Fischer, the United States chess champion, has challenged world champion Boris Spassky in a 24-game series.
Between the United States and Russia, he's the one.
Boo.
You're talking about blackmailing a United States senator.
To be the difference between the continuation of your duties as a United States senator and the reduction of your career to nothing.
And you have my word as a member of the 15th Airlift of the United States Air Force Space Command.
And welcome to the United States. Almost.
Right. Are you saying I can't leave the United States?
A state of emergency has been declared by the President of the United States.
We had 1/3 of a combat division returning from Germany in the air above the United States at the time of the shooting.
And back then, there were just 3 businessmen trying to figure out how to get their merchandise to the United States.
Because if they blindfolded me and they hid you in the United States, I'd find you.
As a United States Army officer who gladly puts his life on the line every day, there's no greater conflict within me.
A state of war has existed between the United States and the...
Because some fudge packer that you date
has been elected the first queer president of the United States.
and he's going to have you down.
And this I'm here to tell you all about the United States.
And you are now an official citizen of the USA.
Of the one opportunity to turn her life around so that she can become a computer engineer and President of the United States and a veterinarian for lost dogs.
As publication will cause irreparable injury to the defense interests of the United States.
A stolen nuclear munition is being smuggled into the United States, or may in fact already be here.
And as we know, it's United States policy.
And you didn't think the United States military might need to know that you're keeping a hostile alien robot frozen in the basement?
The exiled Shaw, now in a New York City hospital, leaves the United States to any place other than Iran. Harsher decisions will be taken against...
Captain Stephen Hill, United States Marine Corps.
All right, Chuck Johnson, USA Today.
Calling for preparation on ice of the United States team of Michaels and McElroy.
It means you'd also consult with the CIA and FBI and any foreign government requesting the assistance of the United States government.
Both the first and the second place winners will travel to the United States.
The United States is tied the game.
By order of the President of the United States,
The Distinguished Service Medal.
By orders of the ceasefire signed in Safran, March 3rd, the United States military hereby confiscates all materials stolen by Iraq from the state of Kuwait.
Captain Tower, United States Navy, our senior military group.
Clark Griswold, United States of America.
By the United States, or by any state, on account of race, color.
Can anybody guess what city was the capital of the United States of America from 1790 to 1800?
Bringing supply into the United States.
But me, I'm the President of the United States.
But we're going to have to do something about Little Miss USA.
Campbell, this is a public high school in the United States of America.
Do you believe the United States is the greatest country in the world?
Well, how do you think we feel about it? Do you think we like being associated with the President of the United States?
Entering the ring, it's his first fight outside the United States.
Everywhere I go to, the civilian and local soldiers are always willing to tell me that they're glad the USA has come.
Let's drive all over the USA.
Estimated impact, 11 minutes. Confirmed target area, Western United States.
Excuse me, the guy from USA Today is here.
With operating an illegal gambling business in violation of Title 18, United States Code Sections 1955 and 2.
Every diamond on the market in the United States is registered with the Gemological Institute of America, the USA Today.
Extradition between France and the United States is a bureaucratic nightmare, you know that?
This year's nominated actors and actresses come from France, England, Mexico, Northern Ireland, Argentina, Canada, Sweden, and the United States.
Even now, Colonel Glenn is streaking towards the United States.
Finally, Team USA gets its stick on the puck as Ramsey brings it up the blue line.
Do you have any other requirements of the United States Army?
805 million human beings struggle with hunger every day, including 30 million right here in the United States.
Feel the United States was supposed to take the North Vietnamese more seriously now.
Congress just passed an amendment to the United States Constitution.
Condemning the imperialistic aggression of the corrupt and debased political establishment of the United States.
What else would you call it?
Don't worry, Frank. I'll have you extradited back to the United States. Don't worry.
Delta 11 South Pole, this is United States Marshal Staff.
Daddy, did you know that New York City was the murder capital of the United States? Daddy, did you know that Warren G. Harding was the 29th President of the United States?
Deep breath, go.
The President of the United States.
Comparing the United States Constitution to a horoscope?
Delta 11 South Pole, this is United States Marshal Carrie Stetko, over.
Did you hear that, Ivan? From Chicago, USA.
Conspiracy to transmit United States defense and atomic secrets to the Soviet Union. Conspiracy to gather secrets and failing to register as a foreign agent.
Did you know there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are people of any kind living in the United States?
Discharged from the United States military August 14, 2004.
Dr. Werner von Braun, Chief Engineer of the Army Ballistic Missile Agency, expressed the hope that the United States would soon be following the Russians into space.
Crossing the embargo line that surrounds Cuba as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States.
1971.
He attended a course at the United States Army Special Warfare School at Fort Bragg.
For Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States.
From the United States, Jimmy McElroy and Charles Michael Michaels.
Boy, Jimmy!
From the United States, the pairs team of Strunz and Fairchild von Waldenberg.
Gentlemen, Corporal Ramon Aguilar, United States Marine Corps.
And for only the second time in his life, he enters the United States and simply disappears.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the 32nd President of the United States.
First Lieutenant, United States Air Force.
USA, fuck you!
It's George Washington Williams, diplomatic envoy for the United States.
Money for food, money for clothes, for school, keep a roof over our head, because we live in the United States of money.
Gentlemen, in 1948, President Harry S. Truman had the courage and forward-thinking enlightenment to desegregate the United States military.
As loud as we can that the Vietnam War should stop, and that the best way to stop it is for the United States to simply pack up and get out of Vietnam.
General, I am an officer in the United States military.
Good to be back.
USA.
For the first time in 26 years, a total solar eclipse will occur in the United States.
General Francis X. Hummel, United States Marine Corps, from Alcatraz. Out.
He's an investigator from the United States Congress.
Hallowed words, the security of the United States.
Here we are, Crime Town, USA.
Grenada is very interesting because it is a small island nation that was invaded by the United States of America in 1983.
Happy Town, USA.
Harry Block, United States Geological Survey.
Harvard University celebrates its 300th anniversary this year. And in Franklin Delano Roosevelt, its 5th president of the United States.
He could have been the first rock to become the president of the United States, but you hadn't turned him into a brain-damaged, dickless freak.
Governor, you got the President of the United States into the National Guard.
He argued in the United States Supreme Court.
Hear ye, in the matter of the District Court of the United States of America.
He cuts out the middlemen, and he uses U.S. military planes and personnel to transport pure number 4 heroin into the United States, and he's been doing so.
He said to make sure the United States pays the bill.
Had the United States taken before the First World War? Or between the wars?
Hello, I am Jimmy Carter, the President of the United States.
Harry Block, Ira Kane, United States Geological Society.
He may not be in your union, but he still happens to be the President of the United States.
If that ship crosses the line, they will have declared war against the United States.
Hey, Mary. USA Today wants to know if you put Burkett in touch with the Kerry campaign in exchange for documents.
He's the President of the United States of America.
He says that the Spell case will show the world that a colored man cannot get a fair trial in the United States of America.
I am the President of the United States of America, clothed in immense power.
How do you react to the Shadow Home Secretary's claims that we're suffering twice the level of violent crime committed in the United States?
I mean, I came into the room and he synced towards me and there was a fire and he's the President of the United States and nothing happened, I promise.
Said if I can persuade Norman that Los Angeles is part of the United States, it shouldn't be too much.
If they can kill the President of the United States, do you think they're gonna think twice about a two-bit showgirl like me?
If we intend to turn the United States Supreme Court into an election process, let's change the Constitution and let's elect Supreme Court judges of the United States.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
Yeah, I'm love United States of freedom too. I guess I missed that one in USA Today.
If I was, I can assure you it was only as a representative of the United States government.
A simple, plain property issue should now find itself so ennobled as to be argued before the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
I, Alvin Hammond, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States.
How about the United States fucking government?
Hey, I also have an obligation to uphold the dignity and the credibility of the United States Senate.
I am so sorry, but we are no longer allowed to export interferon to the United States.
The United States in the plan.
He's building the central book for the entire western United States.
I don't know Pamela Landy's reasons for criminally assisting an enemy of the United States.
If the United States and Soviet Union engage in all-out war,
his ships are our lifeline to the United States.
I am now the sole administrator for Vigilant Shield, the emergency command and control system for the United States.
Hey, so, what brings you to the United States?
I could never live out of the United States.
I am now the sole administrator of Vigilant Shield, the emergency command and control system for the United States military.
Had to convince my bosses at the FBI and the Attorney General of the United States you wouldn't run.
He's most likely their senior member in the United States.
I am in the United States Marine Corps, and I look pretty fucking good.
His first trip to the United States was to attend West Point.
I came to the United States not just to approve a new ad campaign, but to see you in action.
I'd like to see the United States.
United States Navy, middle of World War II.
Please, Spanky.
I'll be going back to the United States.
I may not have his age exactly right or the years, but I'm more or less familiar with the history of the United States.
In 1904,
The United States decided to throw a little weight around and,
Nel sud degli Stati Uniti, nel Tennessee!
In the United States. He has been for 10 years.
In 2 months, the United States officially belongs to them.
Play for the United States of America!
And everybody who's here today, that I think it's time for the Congress of the United States to take a vote.
I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the United States to the Constitution.
I have here a list of names of identified mutants living right here in the United States.
in no less than 500 neatly printed words, tell me why you love the United States Navy.
In the former United States, civil war continues to devastate the Midwest.
I have been instructed by the State Department of the United States of America to return all American citizens to their homeland.
I'm the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
I'm the President of the United States.
I love United States.
I'm a lawyer in Brooklyn, in the United States, and I've taken time out of my busy schedule to help my client, Rudolph Abel.
That I introduce our new ambassador to the United Nations and the representative to the world for all United States citizens.
I'm sure all of you read something about it in the history of the United States.
In recent efforts, the United States government has had the cooperation and assistance of Mr. James B. Donovan.
In the case of the United States of America versus Rudolph Abel.
In the case of the United States of America versus the Armistead Africans.
In the matter of the United States versus Dalton Trumbo, we find the defendant guilty of contempt of Congress.
The President of the United States to make this strike.
In the United States.
I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch.
I'm the United States Defense Attaché here in Paris.
I just want everyone here to know that I am the preeminent true scholar in the United...
I'm Inspector Raff of the United States Customs Service.
Ladies, gentlemen, children, siblings, and...
If not impotent, then at least reluctant, as the United States finds itself in such bitter confrontation with the Soviet Union.
Tok jeg båt over til Brasil, reiste opp til Trinidad, USA og Canada.
In any case, it's not possible for you to remain United States.
I want to welcome you all, professionals and amateurs alike, to the 18th United States Open Championship.
To bring both wisdom and humanity to the United States Congress.
I would also like to thank the President of the United States of America for hosting this event.
John hates their politics.
Certainly been no friend of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen of Holly, Michigan, the President of the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President and First Lady of the United States.
I have had a vision that I am going to be President of the United States someday, and
It's all a waste of breath because the United States Air Force is ordering more drones than jets.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please remain upstanding for the national anthem of the United States of America.
It's a wedding of the daughter of the President of the United States.
I today announce my intention to nominate United States Court of Appeals Judge Robert H. Bork to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme.
I understand you've been to prison before in the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
It doesn't look like Don Lash is going to bring home the medal for the USA.
I represent the government of the United States without passion or prejudice.
I speak for the President of the United States.
It means that in our assessment, the combatants we are targeting pose a grave enough threat to the United States.
I think it could be considered in the best interests of the United States that Abel remain alive.
I travel a lot. I've been in Spain, United States, Manchester, Liverpool.
Is you knowing the President of the United States, he asks?
I've been in Mexico, USA, Spain, and I want to do the same work I did at home.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
I trusted you, and I trusted the United States Navy.
It's hard to say no to the President of the United States.
Stitched in Beacon Falls, USA.
And I want the principal witness against my husband, Eduardo Reese, killed.
The FBI for the United States of America.
I went to the United States, got on a boat, and never looked back.
I will do whatever I can in the United States Senate.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I present to you the new face of the United States military.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a United States fighter!
I always know one day I'm coming here, United States. So, I didn't come to the United States to break my fucking...
Leonard Vallet is one of the finest gentlemen in the United States of America.
Let me ask you this. What's the best-selling single model tire being sold in the United States today?
Lieutenant General, United States Army.
Life in the United States could return to normal.
Let's find the locations of all the slaughterhouses operating in the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, President Henry Ashton.
Like the United States government.
Look, Mark, if I'm a foreign head of state and the United States of America has just become a rogue nuclear power...
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
The President of the United States, Ronald Reagan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States doesn't want war any more than you do.
May I remind you that you are addressing the President of the United States.
Trying to escape
Of the United States of America, for God's sake. Act like it.
Of the United States, we project...
Mr. Franks, representing the United States government.
Mr. Tyler, welcome to the United States again.
Men following the general, you're under oath as United States Marine.
Meanwhile, word from Spanish and United States authorities is that they've shot and killed the lone assassin responsible for today's attack.
I'd like you to meet Robert Watson, President of the United States Golf Association.
Map of the contiguous United States.
Martin, as the President of the United States, this comes with the full weight, power, and authority of my office.
Fuck you.
My name's Alan, Barry Allen, United States Secret Service.
Name one decision Lang made in 10 years as Prime Minister, which wasn't in the interests of the USA.
President of the United States.
Nevertheless, the government of the United States has deemed that you were seriously breaking the law and is determined to immediately and definitively deport you.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Ladies and gentlemen,
des États-Unis d'Amérique,
from the United States of America.
96% of the people in the USA who have AIDS today are going to die within 6 months. Nope.
Do you believe the United States is the greatest country in the world?
We'll fly by over the city, put the fear of God in the United States in them.
Go on the United States. One.
Mr. Navorsky, look, I cannot allow you to enter the United States at this time.
After the British lost the 13 colonies, they lost their penal settlements in Virginia and the United States.
Not a single toe in the United States of America.
Obey. And defend the Constitution of the United States.
Defend the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Magical Congress of the United States of America.
Office, United States Military, Telegraph, War Department.
NASA, the agency of the United States government responsible.
I'm Samuel Gerard, United States Marshal's Office.
Now, the only reason Ziad Hamzi didn't make it into the United States is because his student visa was rejected.
Now, will the United States recognize the...
Many of the books in this library have been here since the 19th century, and we are very pleased to be home to some of the rarest editions in the United States.
President de Gaulle believes we must pool our wealth and finance a third pillar between the Soviets and the United States.
Recent
revelations that Reardon was not only a United States Marine, but a hero in the Iraq War.
What are the chances the Russians will actually attack the United States?
5, all in the USA.
Fucking A! 1, 2, 3. USA!
Oh, Charlie. I'm a lieutenant colonel, United States Army.
Okay, folks, we are now entering United States airspace.
Vital task the founding fathers left to their sons before their 13 colonies could precisely be called United States.
Only United States can just anybody go to the house of the president to visit.
On one hand, you're saying the United States government is spending millions of dollars to eliminate the flow of drugs onto our streets.
On the charge of conduct unbecoming a United States Marine.
Out of the 916 Contras brought into the United States to train, only half made it back to Nicaragua.
The President of the United States in the biggest damn game ever.
Presumably, he will be taking the oath of office shortly and become the 36th President of the United States.
Yeah, son. I took Admiral Yadobro to the United States to buy arms last July.
And in my innocence, I thought it must be because the United States government had finally realized how valuable he was.
President Richard Nixon issued this warning to the Soviets.
The United States does not start fights.
1/7 of the population of the United States on welfare. Honor to the President of the United States of America.
Public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse.
$100,000 into this briefcase for two-term United States Senator Gordon Mitchell of New Jersey.
Our Vanessa here has been to 11 of our United States.
Of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Plead guilty to all counts of the indictment currently pending against him in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York.
Protesters in Libya, Bosnia, France, Moscow, and the United States are joining together to denounce this blatant act of
Simmons is the best.
Please, if your priority was actually the well-being...
My priority is to get the Iron Man weapon turned over to the people of the United States of America.
Well,
President of the United States?
Sorry.
Of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
Reagan says he will make it a priority of his presidency to stop drug abuse in the United States.
Please welcome our governor, and if I had it my way, the president of these here United States, George C. Wallace.
On behalf of the United States of America.
President of the United States.
So the President of the United States comes to you, says that we need a new national anthem. Any band, any era.
Oh.
Right?
Princess Grace has accepted to appear during her summer vacation in the motion picture Marnie, to be made by Mr. Alfred Hitchcock and shot in the United States.
Which was cool.
Separatists had hijacked a Soviet missile silo in Kursk and launched an ICBM at the United States.
Major Volcom, United States Marine Corps. I am
Control. Set to bankrupt the whole damn USA. Then Castle rides in on a white horse, says he has a plan to bail us all out, and we just...
Sheikhna, won't that mean we'll be saving the devil regime of the USA?
She was first in the United States in 1991.
Well, since that time, the DeLongpre family can claim 3 governors, 2 United States senators.
But since the advent of nuclear weapons, the United States does not start fights.
So, I read that the former United States is so desperate for medical supplies.
So, let's show them why this is the #1 airport in the United States.
Report that deposed General Ramon Esperanza will be delivered for immediate extradition to the United States. Only to
shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction.
Served as an airborne meteorologist with the South African Air Force, worked as a geologist for 2 years before immigrating to the United States. Sadness was made by the USA.
Union and the United States being superpowers.
Superpowers.
So, you must tell me exactly what brings you to the United States.
So, are the laws of the United States completely unknown to you?
You're telling me that the President of the United States may have gone AWOL from the military for over a year?
States will be closing, and there are some big ones, especially California, the largest state in the United States with 55 electoral votes.
Swarms of United States aircraft fly in formation overhead as the ceremony ends.
Team USA, countering with Mark Johnson at center between McClanahan and Dave Silk.
So, I did ask my friend Avis Devoto to look around in the United States. Madame. See if she could find...
Stand by for a broadcast from the United States government.
Robert Stanton,
Vice President of the United States.
The tension between the United States and Russia hasn't been this high since the Cuban...
Thank you. When that agency engages in a commercial activity within the USA.
I, Robert Greene, hereby pledge and declare that I will support and defend the Constitution.
Both of the United States government and...
Hey, that looks like the United States upside down, but flipped this way.
Texas, Jim. It's in the southwestern part of the United States.
That the United States must never give in to the demands of terrorists.
That night, they split the United States of America among them.
That set off worldwide protest and drew sanctions from the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union.
That's only if the documents we print could damage the United States.
The United States Army for you.
That's the principle that the United States of America was founded on.
That officers from the United States Marshal Service took young Donahue out of school yesterday, and they did not say where they were taking him.
City, the Great Koba, making his presence felt in the United States.
The President of the United States called 3 times.
The President of the United States.
The President of the United States of America is black.
The crime is completed in the United States.
The question is on the confirmation of the nomination of Clarence Thomas of Georgia to be an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
The only Mullica to be approved by the United States government.
Whenever I was ready, passage back to Bangkok and an airline ticket back to the United States. Oh.
The defendant is committed to the custody of the Attorney General of the United States.
The Indian of Nicaragua, in his fidelity and docility, and in his capacity for labor, approaches nearly the Negroes of the United States.
The nomination of Clarence Thomas of Georgia to be Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court is hereby confirmed.
The Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
The government of the United States wants to charge you two with murder.
The President of the United States.
In 1988, the crime rate in the United States rises 400%.
The President of the United States and the First Lady.
That this will do no damage to the United States if you publish.
The accused are charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and conduct unbecoming a United States Marine.
But a United States racial issue.
Then tell me, future boy, who's President of the United States in 1985?
The office of President of the United States.
The cone headline out from the United States.
The bicameral legislature originated not in the United States, but where?
The Chief of Staff for the United States Army says it does.
The Department of Justice has its first allegiance to the United States.
The ACLU, Take Heed America, I think is more dangerous to the United States than Al-Qaeda.
The President of the United States was raised by...
The current use of words instead of imagery is an obvious move against the non-English speaking population of the United States.
The Honorable, the Chief Justice and the Associate Justices of the Supreme Court of the United States.
The Narcos planes carry candidates during the day and fly to the United States at night.
The office of President of the United States.
The only place in the United States where black and white dance together in peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President and the First Lady of the United States.
The President of the United States.
But the President of the United States just called my cell.
The President of the United States has declared martial law.
The President of the United States is in his office now and would like to say a few words to you, over.
The President of the United States of America takes great pleasure.
The President of the United States of America was ready to take down the entire federal budget so that Viacom wouldn't lose any money.
There is one end that justifies any means. The security of the United States and the American people.
And the United States of America.
These medicines have to stay in the United States now that they're here.
Soviet Union routing Team USA 10-3.
The United States.
The result is the first union between Saudi Arabia and the United States.
The United States, as the world knows, will never start a war.
The United States Constitution has stood the test of time.
the United States and the Soviet Union on a sheet of ice in Lake Placid, New York.
The State Department insisted today that the crisis in Afghanistan will not divert the attention of the United States from the plight of the hostages.
The United States government has just sanctioned your science fiction movie.
The United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York is now in session.
The United States has withdrawn its support.
Соединенные Штаты направили свои военные корабли к Кубе.
The United States insists that the maneuvers are purely defensive.
The right of citizens of the United States to vote.
There are over 400 Martin Harrises in the United States, sir.
These two gentlemen are Deputy United States Marshal.
Soviet Union 3, the United States 2.
The United States Federal Reserve holds in excess of
$400 million in cash.
The United States government champ, running for the hills.
The States government considers revolutionaries as terrorists, but itself and its CIA are the most terrorizing organization of all time.
The United States is finished, but you and...
The United States is now moving toward a decision to boycott the Summer Olympics in Moscow.
The United States led the way, and it's a point of honor with me.
The United States' lack of action in Eastern Europe proves
the United States is based on lies, it's based on theft.
This is Mr. Frank Slade, Lieutenant Colonel, United States Army, retired.
This investigation of pre-crime and its personnel is being conducted under the direct supervision and express permission from the Attorney General of the United States.
This is the enema I plan to fire up the asshole of the United States.
This is the United States. You're home.
This man has no identity, not in the United States or Great Britain.
Earlier this morning, a surprise attack was made on our naval base with enormous casualties to the United States.
3-3, the United States and the Soviet...
The University of the United States.
This is Dr. Joan Tellis of SETI, the United States planet Earth.
The United States will be forced to...
The United States will not and cannot run that risk for the American people.
The Wakey had boarded so many flights before in the guise of an everyday passenger, but carrying a mandate from the United States Department of Homeland Security.
They and all others must know that the United States of America will not yield to international terrorism or to blackmail.
The United States Navy proudly reinstates.
And the United States ties the game at one.
The United States police force, like an army, is encamped around
the United States of America.
This is an epidemic, and it's being ignored by the United States government.
This is a personal gift from the United States government to each and every one of you.
This is Dr. Joan Tellis of SETI, the United States planet Earth.
They run the biggest casinos in the United States. We have to work with.
This is Lieutenant Joe Murphy, United States Air Force, here to identify powers.
The United States, President Dad?
The United States versus Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson and Private First Class Loudon Downey.
They're now called the United States, sir.
The United States Navy.
They say we were saved by coming to the United States.
This fight is for the United States of America.
Say you wholesaled cocaine to my client in Los Angeles. Was the government aware that you were smuggling tons of cocaine into the United States?
The United States Secretary of State, John Kerry, outraged that Russia is refusing to arrest the American fugitive.
The United States will play the Soviet Union in the first game tomorrow.
This is now the United States of Zombieland.
This is the best Chinese chicken salad in the continent of the United States.
This is the United States Border Patrol. This is the United States Drug Enforcement Administration.
This is why we are the best preparatory school in the United States.
This marks the first time in the history of the United States where government officials have been, by all appearances, systematically murdered.
The U.S. embassies in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and Nairobi, Kenya, were clearly a part of someone's war against the United States.
Tanya Harding of the United States wound up in fourth place, followed by Surya Bonali, Chen Liu, and Yuka Sato.
Top of the evening. I'm Clark W. Griswold. We're from the United States of America.
28% of the male population of the United States could be the father.
To the United States of America. Turn around.
2 of us here are from the United States.
Today, I am declaring the United States of America's first war on crime.
2
we have smoke detectors. And D, we live in the most boring street in the United States of America.
To His Honor, the United States Secretary of State, Mr. John Forsyth. My dear Miss...
David, who's the President of the United States?
United States Coast Guard District Command Center, Ensign Von Hoon speaking.
Demonstrator! Mr. Gunnery Sergeant! United States Marine!
I do.
Under the Constitution and laws of the United States, you have a right to plead to the charges in the indictment.
United States Marine. To rise to our best ideals and to elect Barack Obama President of the United States.
United States Air Force, I was shot down about a year and a half ago.
United States Marine Corps guards used tear gas to try to disperse the mob of Islamic students. But that wasn't enough.
United States Marines. United States Marine Corps, blah, 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 blah.
This morning, I'm flying to Los Angeles to be a guest on Good Day USA, where I will share footage of the rescue.
We did launch missiles at any target in the continental United States.
Try again, Baldy. USA!
United States.
To deal with, and to be seen to be dealing with another sovereign power, the United States.
United States Marines, can you hear me? Yell or tap. United States Marines, if anyone can hear me, yell or tap.
United States military's in charge here.
United States military. United States Marines. United States Marines, if anyone can hear me, yell or tap.
United States of America versus Molly Bloom. Upon the advice of counsel, I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
USA!
USA! Chip Craig in goal for the United States.
The United States will continue to focus on advancing our interests in Syria.
United States, New York, New York.
USA!
United States versus Jason Collins.
Upon the advice of counsel, I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
United States wins gold! USA!
United States of Me.
USA!
Upon the advice of counsel, I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution. USA vote. Upon the advice of counsel, I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
USA goal scored by number 10, Johnson.
Years ago. Now tonight's referee, Carl Keisler, calling the players over for the face-off. Hello again, everybody. USA!
Chip Craig in goal for the United States. Weems versus United States, 1910. What was... That's what you've done.
We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
We the people of the United States.
United States Navy ships.
Jackie, come get your toys. Your daddy's gonna be home any minute.
To aid them in their tedious, often frustrating search of the sea floor.
USA goal scored by number 21, Gruzioni.
What if United States catch you? They deport?
Upon the advice of counsel, I must respectfully decline to answer your question based on my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution.
Boys, come here.
USA passport.
The United States of America needs to be on the right side of history on the race issue.
The United States Supreme Court says a prosecutor is a representative.
USA hockey.
USA! USA!
Let's go.
USA! 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 We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine.
We are the United States Army.
We are the United States.
About an hour after sunset and an hour before dawn as it traverses the October sky over the United States.
Bienvenido a los Estados Unidos.
We are the Army of the United States of America.
I am very pleased to announce that I will nominate Judge Clarence Thomas to serve as Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
Vice President Alvin Hammond has just been sworn in as the 47th President of the United States.
We got ourselves a president who appears not to be aware of the fact that the United States is at war right now. And he's that war's commander-in-chief.
With the United States, we Googled.
We are preempting the show to bring you a special report on the enemy attack and a statement from the President of the United States.
Welcome to the United States, man.
To order the military forces of the United States,
including the United States, to come to our aid and assistance.
We are the Army of the United States of America!
Welcome to the United States. Hey.
U.S. Grant, Lieutenant General, Commanding Armies, United States.
Well, Mr. Chacon, on behalf of the United States of America, I'd like to welcome you to our country.
That's interesting, because actually there's very little social snobbery in the United States.
We're conducting a double-blind, placebo-controlled randomized trial throughout the United States.
What are you doing? Do you want to be president of the United States?
Wham, he takes it, flips it over to Mr. USA Today before opening bell. So what's 6.78 divided by 1.68?
What exactly are you doing in the United States, Mr. Navorsky?
Office? What sort of office?
The United States Congress.
While at the same time being hair colorist and president of the United States and a veterinarian for lost dogs.
What's your citizenship?
USA.
Where?
Well, Martin Van Buren, the 8th President of the United States of America, is from Kinderhook, New York.
When are you gonna come back home? Back United States, where's that?
Where would you find a waiter like that in the United States?
I do not represent the USA. I do not represent the GDR.
You're damn right I am. United States of America.
You're talking about the United States Constitution.
Who defected to the United States in 1963?
Who was the 5th President of the United States?
You are under arrest by Susan Cooper and the government of the United States.
Yes, Captain. I was given an order by my squad leader, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, United States Marine Corps, and I followed it.
We went to the finest university in the United States, Harvard.
Yeah, he was trained by the best, the United States Marine Corps.
Yes, there was a revolution in the United States.
You argued in the United States Supreme Court?
Can't say it's in the best interest of the United States that he spend the rest of his days in a prison cell.
You have taken the first step in becoming a member of the world's finest fighting force, the United States Marine Corps.
You know there's only 300 of those guys left in the United States?
You believe this is the USA?
With an impressive string of 5 victories, Bobby today became the youngest ever United States chess champion.
You're getting the highest award of merit of the clandestine services of these United States.
Your Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, is breaking the law.
Who do you think gets through this gate in the United States of America?
With concerns that Chinese authorities may not be telling the whole story, American officials are tightening screenings at all points of entry to the United States.
You are now United States Army Air Corps aviators.
You receive full pardon for every criminal action you've committed in the United States.
You realize this case could alter the Constitution of the United States.
And with 4:10 to go in the first period, it's Sweden leading the United States 1-0.
Without this, I can't get back into the United States. Is that correct?
You're quite a hero back in the United States, General.
What has been going on within the United States over the period of the last 3 years?
You must learn, my dear boy, that the rules of these United States of suckers do not apply to us.
You know what the United States Supreme Court says, Detective Blades?
Yes, operator. I'd like to call the United States and reverse the charges.
You're accusing the government of the United States of a conspiracy to murder.
Are you bringing anything back into the United States, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, are you bringing any contraband back into the United States?
Why? Because he smuggles 40 tons of cocaine a year into the United States?
You can't buy this in the USA.
You go to war with me, and you go to war with the United States of America.
You're not a fucking Russian, you're an American. You know that, because you were born in the United States.
You will be representing the United States.
Your Honor, the stories published in the Times and other posts have created a diplomatic and security disaster for the United States.
You state you have to consider the immigration laws of the United States. You were born in the fucking United States.
Your Honor, I am here on behalf of the President of the United States.
Your father's Lionel Cathy, former Navy judge, advocate, and Attorney General of the United States.
You brought much credit upon yourself, the space program, and the United States Air Force.
You'll be representing the United States.
Your Royal Highness, may I present Mr. Bowman of the United States? Mr. Bowman?